Welcome back, ladies and gents. No phone boxes today. Why are there no phone boxes? Well, because we're not on Parliament Square. That's right. Large parts of the central area are closed today for a wreath laying ceremony. There's also a service, I believe, at the Royal Albert Hall, which would explain why everything was an utter mush in the Kensington area when I came out this morning. At least everywhere, road closures, pretty much a disaster. Anyway, folks, instead you get to see this. What is this, you might wonder? Well, this, ladies and gents, is the one and only Piccadilly Circus. Oh yes. And the good news is it's not actually that far to get from here and the gaudy sign all the way to Horseguards. So that, folks, for those of you that haven't seen, it's Piccadilly Circus. Oddly enough, the fountain in the centre it's closed for renovation works, which is a bit unfortunate. I never really liked Piccadilly Circus, guys, I have to admit, but it does have a certain charm, especially the architecture just across the road. That's the entrance onto Regent Street, going up toward Elksford Circus directly in front of us. That's where we are, ladies and gents, if you really care. Piccadilly Circus. So, how far is Piccadilly Circus to Horseguards? Well, it's not as far as one would expect, guys. My speed, my pace, what am I thinking? I think 10 minutes tops, actually. Maybe faster. Now, I have no clue at all if we've even got a typical, usual Saturday Kingsguard. What do I mean by that? Well, folks, what I mean by that is the fact that a large part of Whitehall is closed today. Now, I'm not sure if that is simply the usual road closure, no traffic allowed, or whether it's a thorough road closure, no one allowed, i.e. even me and other pedestrians. I would guess, in all probability, it's the latter. Sorry, the former. I don't think then. I would guess it's the former, folks. Yeah, road traffic only. I mean, let's hope it isn't the latter, because if it is, then all of these happy people that we're passing as we stroll along Haymarket, name of this road, towards Trafalgar Square, are effectively wasting their time. Let's hope it doesn't come to it. Fallow, quite a popular restaurant actually. Decent food, but overpriced, simply because of where it is. Okay, let's take the opportunity to cross over. No traffic coming. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's highly likely there will be a typical Kingsguard. Not that anything about the Kingsguard is typical, but in terms of having emerged at 10 a.m, had probably the morning inspection at 11. Again, don't know, I'm speculating. So should, by the time we get there, and I think we're going to hit, actually let's look at the other phone carefully. We should hit, oh, it's 11:35, dear viewer. Yes, it is 11:35. Not bad timing, actually, I must say, especially considering the delays. I was aiming for 11:15 at Horseguards, so not bad at all. It's probably wearing tourists. How many people are we going to see wearing poppies today, folks? It'll be interesting to see if any of the people who appeared in yesterday's video sans poppy end up with a poppy. Why would that be interesting? Well, it means that they've emerged from their zombie-like state and decided it's respectful, at the very least, to wear the poppy. Okay, so theatre. Wait, Peppa Pig Fun Day Out. That sounds pretty exciting, doesn't it? I might have to go to that, actually. I'm a huge Peppa Pig fan. Another theatre, that's His Majesty's on that side. We're not really in theatre, I mean, we're kind of on the outskirts of Theatreland. Theatreland proper is toward Covent Garden. I mean, this entire area is walkable. From here to Covent Garden, through Covent Garden towards the City of London and St Paul's, you can do it all in under an hour. For a reasonably brisk walker. But for me personally, other than the river, I would say that one of the best walks in the centre of London is from the Palace, if you're feeling particularly brave and full of energy, from the Palace, Buckingham Palace that is, not St James's Palace, to St Paul's. Not the girls' school in Brook Green, the cathedral in the city of London. Buckingham Palace to St Paul's. Okay, so here you can see the road closures have started. Road closed, diversion. But folks, we're not going to go that way because we're not a bus. That's why. Okay, so it looks like they're sort of funneling traffic as opposed to having closed it. I'm just thinking to myself, actually, why am I strolling this way? Why don't we quickly pop across Trafalgar Square whilst we're here? It's been a good while, actually, since a video opened at this end. And for those of you watching in spectacularly beautiful Canada, a little piece of Canada right here in London is coming up. Get ready for it. Ta-da, look at this. Oh, yes. It's the Canadian consulate, folks. And one of the best located areas of the whole of London, right here on Trafalgar Square. Up in the distance is not St Paul's Cathedral, by the way, before you all get excited. It's the National Gallery, and next door the National Portrait Gallery. And wow, people already queued up the steps to get tickets and get in. It's the coldest day in the last 6 months today, guys. How cold is it? It's actually sub 10 degrees, finally. I've been waiting for this pretty much since last winter. The only downside to it being this chilly, obviously, is the ghastly absence of any sunshine. Now, I'm just carefully listening out for any buskers or pop music. Oh god, here we go. What's this? Oh no, I think we've got some... He's the light. Thank you, brother. With a lovely view of the Canadian consulate. Lost and lonely? Please try Jesus, everybody. Yes. And then you can go and buy some stuff you don't need at the Christmas market here on Trafalgar Square. That's actually quite a lovely and uplifting thing. They got good voices too. Gosh, I didn't actually realise we'd be ending up in a Christmas market. It doesn't feel at all even like pre-Christmas. Oh god, guys, here we go. I've done my usual thing, got us stuck somewhere. We don't realistically need to be, but hey, it is what it is. How popular is the National Gallery? Look at the queues up the steps. Extraordinary, really. Golly. Rather than oh god, here's the pop music I was talking about. Had to be some, didn't there? Actually, I'm just thinking about whether there's a quick exit, but realistically there isn't, folks. I'm just going to have to talk it out and get to the end here and cut around. At least then we can cross over and go straight from where we are at the moment onto Trafalgar Square itself and avoid all of this. I think that in all likelihood, me speaking and walking pretty quick away from the beat in the background should be sufficient. Let's hope so. Oh god, here we go. We're walking towards some other music now. Just when I thought we might be escaping it. Oh goodness me, there we go. Wait, we are going to go back this way, otherwise that's definitely going to kill today's video. 1 second, guys. Damn it. Every time I forget about this when we decide to venture toward Trafalgar Square. The thing is, it's so loud when they play here that there's really no way of avoiding it. Anyway, guess we're going to get caught with this one or the other one. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens. You might well be watching this video next week as opposed to tomorrow. Oh great, yeah, look. There's actually pipes with speakers. That said, I'm not sure that I'd recognise the music, so perhaps it won't be a problem. Anyway, folks, we're now getting away from it, so let's keep our fingers crossed and basically never go to Trafalgar Square again. Okay, we're marching down the steps and onto the square. I mean, it's fairly busy, although obviously we haven't got people popping their hands and other body parts into the fountains today, and one can understand why. Okay, so the large tall groups are out in force again. That isn't, as far as I know, a horse guards one, or if it is, I don't recognise them as being part of a horse guards group, so possibly not. Oh, really busy actually here. And that, folks, is what people are stopping to see. Yes, the magnificent lions that keep Lord Nelson, there he is, at the top of his column, company. Now, interestingly enough, they put a sign up, actually, wow, that was not here last time, saying that you're not allowed to climb on the lions. Gosh, everything's getting very strict in London. You can't touch the horses, you can't climb on the lions. Next sign coming up is going to be you can't breathe. Okie dokie. Alright, so part of Whitehall is still open for traffic. That's interesting. Maybe they mean the other half. In other words, Cenotaph to Downing Street, or Cenotaph to Horse Guards. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Okay, so we're cutting across Trafalgar Square. What have we got? I mean, the square itself obviously behind us, etc. That's sort of 360, Ed. That over there is Charing Cross Station, heading down to the Strand and into the City of London. That is Northumberland Avenue, heading down to Embankment, Hungerford Bridge, and the South Bank. This is a splendid group of veterans adorned with poppies. That is Whitehall, leading to Parliament Street and then Parliament Square, and there are closures in place. I can see the police. That is Admiralty Arch and the entrance onto the Mall, and that takes us back to where we started: Haymarket, Piccadilly Circus, St James's, Pall Mall, and the West End, etc. So yeah, this is a major junction, guys. That's why it's always super busy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got like 6 or 7 different entry-exit points to this roundabout. Quite a lot. Okay, so part of Whitehall is closed. I don't think, from what I can see here, it's going to affect the situation with the guards. Oh my good lord, people still walking across the road. Optically, it looked to me as though people were going to get hit by the bus. Thankfully they weren't. And there's Drummond's private bank, everybody, if you're feeling particularly rich when you get to London, or if you're a foreign dictator with lots of spare cash sloshing around. Okay, so here are the hordes. Oh gosh, wow. I remember actually we used to walk this way some early mornings last spring, and it was never that busy. But I'm guessing an awful lot of people are heading down to the Cenotaph. Even though the main day of service is tomorrow, there is a wreath laying service today. I don't know who, because I didn't look, is laying the wreath, but that add in what's happening at the Royal Albert Hall, and obviously it's an important day of remembrance for a lot of people. Now, this leads me to believe that, in all probability, Horse Guards is going to be chocker mcwocker, folks, which actually means extremely busy. Golly. I mean, at this sort of pace, we might get there tomorrow, by which time the guards will have gone home. Okay, it looks as though the traffic might only be one way, so I'm going to do the very stupid thing and walk in the road. Here we are, look. At least I can catch up and get a better spot on the pavement, otherwise it'll take us ages to get there. Crowds are walking quite slowly. Yeah, it looks like the closure is pretty much right outside Horse Guards itself. And I'm obviously now hoping that there's no traffic heading this way, because I'm pretty much stuck in the road for the moment, inside the barriers. Oops. Okay, that's better. It's thinning out somewhat. I'm actually glad we chose to do it this way as opposed to the other way. Because if that's the part that's closed, I don't even know if there is a way to get from Parliament Square to Horseguards. And even if it is open for pedestrians, it's very, very likely to be incredibly busy. If it's anything like last year was. Plus, I don't like pushing through, and I certainly wouldn't like to be speaking on the video while people are in solemn contemplation, or in some cases mourning even. It's not fair. So, I can see a horse. That's a be a good starting point. Yes, Whitehall is sealed, folks. They've completely closed it off, pretty much from Horseguards all the way down to Parliament Square, Palace of Westminster, etc. I mean, to be fair, one would expect that on a day like today. That said, tomorrow's going to be even worse. The whole of central London is pretty much going to be locked down from late tonight into the day tomorrow. Golly, there's a lot of people here. Just wondering, where's the best spot, folks? Let's have a little look around. Okay, so we've got the two lady troopers are here. A second. We should get, at least in theory, lots of glorious veterans here today. And this chap, these folks, ballet dancing chap. By the way, he sort of pirouetted around the box. Look, here he goes again. Now the thing is, if at the moment they have these two, in actually only 10 minutes they're changing around, which is very unfortunate. But there was no way of knowing that. Oh, lady and her kid straight out of the I'm a Tourist, I Don't Care book. Walked straight into the box and we're told to get out of the box. That's pretty quick. In fact, instantaneous. It seems to happen a lot, doesn't it? We just arrive and then somebody gets told to get out of the box, and then it doesn't happen again for the whole hour. Anyway, we've got roughly, give or take, 45 minutes or so, folks. It is incredibly busy. I'm not even going to attempt to take out the phone or look at which horses we've got. If anyone wants to ID this absolutely spectacular, massive-headed, beautiful horse, then go for it, people. That, the speaker system, the gantry, is ready for tomorrow. They started constructing it yesterday. Okay. Moving along slowly, because it is really busy here actually. I would not have expected it to be this busy. Troopers even like pulling a long face. Now, boo.
Keep creaking.
What happens?
Keep creaking.
Ah, this horse.
You know,
Yeah.
always you notice.
Yeah. 100%.
And also, you know, this military band, the rehearsal.
Yeah, they're getting ready and preparing, etc. for tomorrow.
Also-
That's not settling the horse. Ah. Okay, that would make sense. Okay, people. So you heard it there first. Prep. Band has been playing. These fine-looking fellows. Bowler hat. So apparently the band playing has somewhat unsettled one of the horses, at least. Now, annoying enough, that's the horse we saw yesterday. I'm heading to the yard because I've just spotted the gatesman. Shitsman's way back today. The gatesman is here. I didn't even see you there. My friend had the same idea. We didn't even realise it. Okay, so we're in the tunnel with lots of willing tourists and new gatesman. Ah, it's yesterday's boxman. In fact, it's today's gatesman. Sorry guys, I know it's a little teeny weeny bit gloomy here in the tunnel today. These wearing burqas can't decide if they want to go forward or backwards. Gosh, it's quite a lot of people, isn't it, milling around. Golly, they are very, very close to the guard's arm, his left arm. Almost thought they'd frozen on the spot there with excitement. The ladies were not moving. Gosh, the tunnel's getting really busy, guys. I think he's going to move at any moment. What on earth? Either that or he's going for a new record. I think that's 7 minutes, didn't we, the other day? The thing is, I don't know how long this trooper's been standing here for. Could have been 5 minutes, could have been an hour. But the sheer amount of traffic going past him and behind him as well. If you're uncomfortable at home watching this, guys, with so many people swarming, it's a lot worse here, trust me. The trooper is icy cool in his posture. Oh, at least you actually bothered to thank him. I'm still here, guys. I'm being quiet because I'm sort of looking around, etc. So many people here. And the sheer number of people standing behind me is making me feel uncomfortable, and I'm not even anything to worry about. Okay, he's had enough of this lot, and I can not say I blame him. I can't understand why there are no police and everyone's allowed to walk behind him.
I think he's got pissed off.
Yeah, I think there were just too many people. That was uncomfortable to watch, no? Really? Yikes.
There's only a couple of minutes left to change.
Oh, somebody almost face planted into the camera. One day it will happen, folks, and that'll be funny if it's an adult that isn't paying attention. Yeah, he's pretty much had enough, I think. I'm just thinking to myself, do we want to be in the yard for this changeover? I'm kind of tempted. I just know if I do stay in the yard, it won't bring out Ormond. It's 5 minutes of the change. No, actually, we're going to go for this end, people. Yeah, this is going to be my choice, and I'm going to stick to it. Let's have a quick look. Whoopsie. Before everybody else comes out and it gets really busy, this is going to be the smart choice, I think. Yeah, it's so unnerving. It's a weird thing to be able to explain, actually, and as someone that's not normally lost for words. I think it's the fact that there are so many people swarming from two directions and also walking in front and behind the trooper at the same time. It's just like, oh, it's very uncomfortable. I never actually thought to ask any of the troopers whether or not they enjoy being the gatesman and going away in the tunnel. I will. That'll be the next question I bring up, folks, when I have a chat with somebody. Now, so far, we haven't actually heard the band. Actually, wait 1 second, guys. I've just spotted something. Look, hold on. So, as I mentioned before, it's sealed. We can't get close. Nobody can get close. But we've got some soldiers, eyeballed by the police, forming up, and that looks to me possibly like band practice incoming. They are actually allowing foot traffic down to the other end, everything else to this fellow's cost is closed. Actually, even the traffic police here, traffic officer with the white cap, explaining where people can and can't go. Lovely. Interestingly enough, I'm not going to count my chickens yet, but it looks like idiot spammer number 1 is not here today. Perhaps he got lost, folks, on the way here looking for a poppy shop, or finally realised that it is incredibly disrespectful to not be wearing a poppy whilst at horse guards at this time of the year. Nice and sort of busy, bustling, almost like a Christmas market here. Also seems happy as well. Very curious to see which 2 troopers come out after the changeover, because we're not going to have the same pairing as yesterday, simply because of the fact that one of the chaps that followed the 2 lady guards is currently the gatesman. And I think, I'm reasonably sure, that the other boxman from yesterday, the second shift, is today's chitsman. Okay, extra police are coming out. Broadest thing, folks, is that I am the only one filming at the centre today. Look at that. Fantastic. Front row seat, guys. Exclusively here in today's video, which, as you might have noticed, ladies and gents, is free of politics. Why? Well, I think we had a healthy dose of that in the past week, so we're now back to what we do best: horses, troopers and Taurons. And remarkably, they haven't actually told anybody to stay back behind the bollards yet, but look. Healthy numbers. More importantly, healthy attitudes. Bing bong, there it is, ladies and gents. Now the curious thing is how many people are on the white line in the yard. Why is that curious? Because they're on the wrong white line in the yard. This dude over here having a little ciggy by the gate. I don't know if he's hoping he's going to be able to watch. Now I wish I had been in the yard, everybody, because no one, police or trooper, has told everybody to move back. Look. They're actually blocking the box right now, blocking entrance to the box by the other horse. This is extraordinary. Look, oh god, here we go again. Now the band is starting to play again. There's the copyright strike on today's video, but it is what it is. The interesting thing is going to be to see what happens with horses. Like, what is that noise? What happens with all of these people? Let's zoom in and have a look. Troopers taking the horse wide into the crowd to make sure they all move out of the way. Extraordinary. Look. They're now trying to leave the yard because they got shouted at. Zoom back out again. Oh, put myself way back here, folks. All of these tourists at the front gate. Look, I have no idea why everybody's not being cleared today. Obviously that's not a happy horsey because of the music. This horse is like, you know what? I couldn't care less about the music. He's just like, actually this is the same music that I listen to on my day off. Hello horsey. Forelock is super long. I'm surprised you can actually see anything, including me. Again guys, I'm not whipping out the phone today because there are just too many people milling around. If anyone did grab it, they would be able to run away in a second. So I'll leave it to all of you lovely viewers to list today's 2 pairs. That was really extraordinary, the fact they didn't bother to clear the yard. I wonder why. eyeballing Mr. Shiny Jacket. What do you think, you guys, in terms of rule breakers? It's closed, yeah. That's basically killed him today with the band practice. Yeah, it'll copyright it 100%. But guys, you know what the important thing is? Not whether copyright strikes it. The important thing is that we are here to document what happens this morning at Horse Guards, the day before official remembrance services tomorrow. It being the last Sunday before Remembrance Day on Monday. Funny thing is that the 3 minutes of band practice will be the thing that kills the video. Oh, you hear that? The family behind me were discussing the fact they think the sign says you're not allowed to stand. I mean, I'm not really sure how they interpret it that way, because it's pretty clear that you can't touch the horse. In fact, it's so clear that some people don't even want to get near it. Like, could barely fit her plus the trooper in the frame. Oh yeah. Everything, or the whole road will be completely zoom packed and shut down. So that's right, guys. Tomorrow, of course, actual services. In fact, Whitehall is sealed. There might well be a mounted guard, but Whitehall itself is sealed from late tonight all the way until tomorrow afternoon. That's why it was fundamentally important to get a dose of horses and troopers for all of you today. Horse is definitely still having his breakfast, look. Extraordinary how some of them are completely oblivious to music. Others super sensitive. One thing I've just spotted, ladies and gents, is the corporal of horse. No idea if he's oh, actually, I say no idea, there he is. One we haven't seen for quite a while, actually. I think he's asking the troopers how the horses are responding to the music, and thus far they seem to be pretty relaxed, I would say. Little pat. Fantastic. I'm going to keep more of an eye on the gatesman today, simply because we know, because they haven't changed over the gatesman we saw earlier on in the video, we know that he's going to do his rounds at the front and then likely on each rounds head into the tunnel, which I see as being a huge positive, if I'm honest. Somebody's asking the guard if the lady can get closer. He didn't actually catch whether the guard nodded or not. Meanwhile, guys, remember that thing about the spammers? Look. Each one's got a TikTok live. Midget spammers. Crazy. Really crazy. But not really surprising. The good thing is that actually the streams will get killed automatically because of the music. TikTok will pick it up as being a copyright in a second, which I personally think is a huge positive. Just everyone's video's dead anyway because of bad practice.
How are you? Good?
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Only two of us don't even bother. That's.
Yeah, I always wear it.
I can't understand.
Every year.
I can't understand. I picked up in yesterday's video. I mean, like, why would people film here and not even bother? It's just, I regard it as being really disrespectful now. I guess people don't care. I know you can't comment, but you know I'm right. Say again? Yeah, it is the same reason with the TikTok lives are doing. They're going to get killed because of the copyright for this, but it's still good to be here, especially tomorrow everything's closed. So it's either today and something, or all weekend and nothing. Okay, let's go back into the yard. Sorry guys, I got slightly horsey throat. I wanted to move away from the horse before I cleared my throat. Don't want to scare horsey. I like that actually. Several people have already given up and gone home. And to me that's really interesting because it's a good indication of those that care to film because it's interesting or educational or of historical value, and those that only come here to try and make a few coins. The good news is that the other people that are filming here today, not the midget spammers, the other long-term filmers, people that have been kind of either live streaming or filming for YouTube or other platforms for some time, are all wearing poppies. This is exactly why they were not in yesterday's video. But it's very interesting to see that the people that were in yesterday's video didn't bother turning up today. Just changed over, so I'm not thinking he's going to do his round just... Actually, it's already 8 minutes past. Golly, how quickly the time goes. It's extraordinary. Look at how slowly the gatesman is moving. Look. And yes, that person right in front of the archway is live streaming on TikTok. Face covered. And I'm reasonably certain. 1 second. No poppy. I'm really liking actually how slowly he walks. That reminds us of certain other Blues and Royals from yesteryear, does it not? For me to be standing this far away from the spammer is uncomfortable, and I'm at least 12 feet away. So I cannot understand how anyone can be that comfortable standing that close to the trooper in the archway. She's probably 8 feet away from the trooper. And as I mentioned, folks, no poppy. Yeah. Definitely one, I think, of the force Vietnamese bunch that are made to film here. I don't know who makes them, but I can't believe anybody would actually do that of their own volition. It's so odd and uncomfortable. But at least the tourists are behaving themselves. Okay. We're not having a changeover of the foot guards until the next hour. That means that we can spend the majority of the time, except of course when the gatesman emerges and goes to the tunnel, at the front today. Let's have a quick look at the other beauty at the other end. I'm walking out into the road as it's now closed, and we'll plant ourselves when there's a gap, pretty much in front, if there's ever a gap. I'm not optimistic, folks, to be honest. Boom. There we are. Actually, wait, which seahorse is it? It's definitely Z. 1 second, I can already see his number, guys, without needing to take a picture. Actually, interesting enough, 1 second, it doesn't actually match. The number I'm getting from the hoof is not matching the list. I was 99% certain it was a new Z horse. However, when I look at the list, one second, let me go past the lifeguard list. Ah, it is. Yeah, done. Okay. Zambezi, ladies and gents. Yeah, so I'd zoomed so far past the blues list, I'd gone down to the old version of the lifeguard list. And Zambezi, being one of our favourites, not to mention one of the newest horses, will be horsey of the day when he looks at us. There he is. Yep, he's actually looking at the camera, luckily enough. He's a real beauty. Magnificent horse. I'll get slightly to the side a minute, guys. I've got people with the camera by the side of my head. Oh, that's better. I feel more comfortable being kind of sideways across the horse. At least until people come up. I really hate that sort of direct in front position, except when it's really busy with lots of people coming up. Otherwise it just feels uncomfortable to be standing right in front, pointing the camera directly in the trooper's face. Oh, that's it, leather gloves off. We've got a rich visitor, folks. Fur and leather. Some massive tourist groups have stopped in the middle of the road. They're sort of pointing with open mouths in awe, but I'm not sure they're going to be allowed to come over. Zambezi is just like, hold on a second. I thought this was supposed to be public ceremonial. Where's the public? There's the bell, folks, that we were waiting for. Bing bong. So it's a very odd looks from the guys next to me. Wait. I think it's because he realises that he's on my video, but hey. You know, I have a policy on this channel, folks. NBD is the policy. What does that mean in practice? Never back down, in reality, is what it means. Lots of people flooding through the gate now. I haven't yet... Oh, here he comes. No, wait, no, here he isn't coming. He's still marched around in the archway. Okay, let's hope that this lovely lady is not pushed in too much. Move ourselves back a little bit. Especially if she's wearing a poppy. Oh. It gives us a good opportunity to get kind of guard's eye view. Sorry, tourist guide's eye view. Well, I mean that as well, actually. That's an angle we haven't filmed out for ages. I don't normally do it simply because a lot of people that I know and respect that do film here don't like to be on camera, and it's fair that I respect that because they're good people. But today, with there being far less people, I'm very happy to be able to be in this corner. Even the horse is like, "What are you doing over there, John? I can't hear you properly." He's a bit surprised. Uh-oh. I see that as being a positive. Now, are we going to get anyone straightening the sign today? Probably not. Thanks, guys, for pointing out as well, by the way, that it was the tourist partner that actually moved the sign in the first place. Hence him feeling obligated to realign it. I thought that was nice of you guys because I missed it. I missed so many of these small, quaint details, actually. Puffer coats, guys, out and about. In every colour you can imagine. So no rounds. Oh, butterfly tattoo on her neck. Wow. Damn, it must have hurt. That must have really hurt. If the band strike up again actually and begin marching, it's going to be super loud because the numbers are huge now.
Outside the white box.
I mean, that was inevitable. That was a beautifully firm and fair stand outside the white box. Brilliant stuff, Trooper. I'm still on today's video, but you can speak. Don't worry, we're not. It's not. I am, but we're not. I'm not filming us. I'm filming that way.
No, I know.
So we're on the camera.
So you don't mind it. I'm not installing it. I'm following you on Facebook.
I would never have guessed you're Irish. Come on.
But I sort of knew it was you because I recognised the voice and the detail you were getting into. So, so you know, your information that you're giving out is really very.
I try to be accurate. I mean, that's kind of.
The fact that you're also calling out the baddies.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
That's one of the reasons I watch it is to see them getting the comeuppance.
It's a strange coincidence. It could just be a coincidence that the people that were focused on yesterday, none of them are here today.
Right.
Now, I mean, I don't know why that is because they're here every day. But
yesterday's footage, so were they a bit naughty? Were they? Or?
No, I mean they were just standing in the same place for ages, tripods and so on. But the same people that were focused on yesterday's video, up very close, personal in my video, not here. They haven't come back. I do expect they'll be back tomorrow though, which is fine because this place is closed tomorrow.
It's closed tomorrow, yeah. So, I'm marching tomorrow, so I'm involved with the whole RBL.
Are you starting from horseguardsparade or from King Charles
Street?
Street?
We'll be starting from horseguards.
Coming through horseguards onto
We
Whitehall?
are, let me see, we normally, we form up and then we do a bit of a left turn and then we come out there and then we walk back towards there. Where we all form up.
Any practice sessions or just straight into the main event
I
tomorrow?
think it's just going to the main event, to be honest. We're mustering at 8:30 a.m, which means I'm going to be there at 7:30.
Oh, good lord. Wait, what time are they actually starting the main service?
9:40, I believe, is when they start in May and March. So
an hour and a half possibly wait for you tomorrow.
Yeah. So, but it'll be good. There's so many people, though. So many divisions, so many. I mean, I just don't know how the RBM's going to fit in. But they seem to do it. They seem to manage.
It's great to see this, you know, from what I've seen so far this year, it seems that there are more people out and more people intend to march than ever before, certainly than last year. I see that as being a huge positive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we have to go into the lottery for tickets within our own organisation, the WRAC Association.
That many people wanting to come to London, you have to take part.
I mean, we are the largest team, if you want to call it that. We're always at the back. The car ranks go ahead of us.
Looking forward to it, aren't you? I can tell.
I can't wait. If you'd seen last year's video, 2 years ago, we had a time.
Yeah.
And we got the biggest cheer.
Irish discipline.
Well, we're WRAC, so they were from all over.
So, you know, big mix.
Mainly mainland, although some of them travelled over from Ireland to join the corps. I come in via a different route. I come in via territorial. So I was a combat medic. I wore a WRAC uniform, but I was attached to the Royal Signals. So I kind of
see a bit of everything.
Saw a bit of everything. First posting was Denmark, actually. And I was back there a couple of weeks ago just because I haven't been back since. That was like in the 80s, 83.
Fun enough, actually, if you hadn't told me or I hadn't heard your voice, I would definitely have guessed immediately you're Scandinavian.
Oh, right.
It's a
blonde.
Yeah, it's that in the eyes,
no,
100%.
Right. Because the Vikings did invade Dublin, of course, and then made their way north. So, you know, there's a little bit. My great
just a
granny
little
must
bit.
have had a wee bit of an affair with the Vikings. So, yeah. He's magnificent. Which one's he?
To be honest, actually, this is the only one I've named today, only because I recognise the blaze. This is one of the new ones called Zambezi.
Oh, yeah.
I try not, when it's kind of a bit fluid with people moving around, I prefer not to get the phone out. Because if somebody is going to grab it, it's very easy for them to vanish. At least when it's packed here and you're jammed in, you know no one's going to try it because they can't get out of the crowd quick enough.
Yeah, right.
So this is the only one I named just because I recognise it as being a new horse. And quite a beauty as well.
Is Ormond still operational? Or has he been
It's a funny thing. He was here the week before last, but not on duty. I'm not sure if they brought him over because I didn't see the Blues arrive yesterday morning. Instinctively, I would say he's probably not here.
Right.
But I don't know when he'll be back on duty.
brilliant.
Everybody that
met
comes
him.
along wants to
Yeah.
see that horse, and it is a pity that the Blues are not giving him a little bit more airtime, as it were.
Yeah. I have met him because I did some work with the Blues. I'm a physio by trade. So I did some physio for the Blues. Don't you think it's a wee bit stiff? Would you just run, so you get the elbow in? So yeah, that's one with the Blues. I've had a couple with the farriers, and a couple of nice groceries made especially for me.
Oh really? Oh wow! See, insider privileges.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely. Well, I did teach them how to sort of fix themselves because they get all this forearm stiffness business. So I taught them how to sort of massage and work themselves so they could do it without having a full physio in. So yeah, nice.
Why not?
Nice bunch.
Well, we've been
I'm not
talking
saying
about
the
it.
lifeguards aren't, but
He's told 2 people. I got very clearly him telling somebody to get out, but whilst we've been talking, he told 2 more people, and those in the background, to get out of the box. I mean,
It's
what
great.
it's perfect, isn't it?
great.
Look, folks, how busy it is here across the front. Look,
Yeah.
and the trooper is still on it, making sure that everybody keeps away from his horse. Love it. That's the way it should be. All the time with all the soldiers.
These white boxes, are they a relatively new thing?
Yeah, they painted the boxes. Let me think. We're probably at week, I would guess, give or take week 6 now with these boxes. Yeah.
It's new actually, right?
There's been a lot of controversy with the boxes. I can't speak about it actually in the video. I was asked not to, but there have been some problems. Let's just say with the boxes.
Right.
But that's something that's being ironed out slowly. Notice how quickly the trooper's looking now. See, look. He didn't say anything because of the boys. The boys' feet that are over the line, but this is eyeballing them.
Excellent.
And now they're all flowing forward again, folks. Okay, I need to change my spot, otherwise he's going to think I'm...
I'm done. Did we just call you?
Yeah. Oh no! Most people that watch the channel know that I'm John. So yeah, I'd sort of put it in the sort of channel description. And a lot of people don't think it's my real name, but it is. Yeah, it actually is my real name, which is good and bad.
It's easy to remember, John.
Or JD.
JD.
Oh goodness.
So look out for my comments.
I will do. Thank you very much, Don. I appreciate that.
It's a pleasure.
Right, folks, we're going to go back. We've had enough of Zambezi for today's video. I noticed some rich people have left their luggage in the middle. I might even do a part 2 actually, if the band don't play.
Oh yeah.
It's all going to come down to the band. Because there is a band, or they were formed up a little while ago. They played a little while before in the video, but I already got 2 pieces of music because I walked through the Christmas market in Trafalgar Square, completely forgetting that there would be pop music. So this video is probably dead in the water already.
Oh no. Well, I'll come down to you just to see the band.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to walk through because they've closed it.
Oh right.
But they were formed up just by the statue. I'm not sure whether they've moved now. And there's still quite a lot of people there watching.
Yeah.
You can hear something's happening over there. But I can't see. I think they're just beyond that cone,
Right.
load of cones on the lorry. But other than going right round the back along past banqueting house, there's no way to get onto that part of Whitehall.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to stay here for the second part, I think. Thank you though, Dawn. And good luck for tomorrow, yeah?
Thank you.
Pleasure. I will, yeah. I've got families going this weekend. I wasn't even sure I'd be out this morning.
Okay.
But luckily, yeah, they've gone into the centre themselves, so I thought, you know what, I'll get a video quick and meet for lunch. So,
All the best, John.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
How lovely was Dawn, folks? See, we have some amazing people that watch this channel, and that is what makes the channel what it is. The community. One second. Got some very curious things. One second. God, it's busy. Trying to squeeze my way in. It's super busy. So, we know at that end, there's nothing to worry about. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, how many times did the trooper tell people to move? I counted in total 4. But those are just the ones that I recognise. I'm sure there might have been 1 or 2 more in the video. Anyone wants to tally them up? Go for it. I will get a little bit further forward in a minute, guys, but for the moment... God, here we go. Someone's using flash. For the moment, it's packed here.
One day.
Oh, goodness. It's always next to me laughing as well.
Lo que me molesta es que pienses que puedo llegar a una. Eso me molesta.
The poor lady, she actually got quite the fright and pretty much ran away. She thought he was telling her just to like go away, basically. The trooper was saying, you can't be here. And to be honest, I do think some people think that because most of the time now the box is clear. Sorry for their heads, guys. I will move in a minute. At the minute, there's nowhere for me to move to. It's a little bit better. Oh. Okay, the amorous couple have moved, which we can now get forward a little bit more. I like how this guy's friend walked over, explained the white line, pretty much said don't go over it. Yeah, the look, I'm not sure that we did catch it, but the look on that poor girl's face, she thought she was being told off, and then in the end she didn't even get a picture, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh. That is how mindful the kids are of the line, folks, whereas adults typically... Not actually, that's not fair to say typically. The majority of people are respecting the line. But compared to the kids, it's primarily adults that are going over it. Look, see? Even this gent, look. Lovely and respectful as he is. He immediately noticed and recognised and then said to his partner, I can't go inside the line. If only everybody was that thoughtful. I think part of the reason people might be a bit like at this end is it is super whiffy, folks. There's a huge amount of mess in the box this morning. I'm not sure if that is from the band, it's terrifying the last horse, or what happened. There's a very good chance we might head in for a brief part 2. Good vibe here today. This is exactly how I like it to be. Plenty of people coming up, but being well behaved. Again, the tour guide just explained to his private client, not over the line. That's a nice cab. I haven't really had much of a fashion show though, which is a very typical Saturday thing. Oh, Mr. Carrot Top Hat just marched into her picture. Let's have he marched over the line and gets told off. Oh, there it is. Trooper said, "Get that carrot-topped hat out of my box." Serves him right actually, because that lady was there to get her picture first, and that scoundrel just marched in. Okay, who's next? What do you think, folks? Who's up next? Because we know who's coming back out on the next changeover, that's something that's making me think, it might well be smart to do a part 2. We'll see. Okay, so he's able to walk very, very softly and at a good pace. Oh, there's Chinese tourists. Look, get ready for it. Oh, damn it. In days gone past, that would have been a massive shout actually in her face, and she would have deserved it because she wasn't paying attention. I'm going to move myself back a little bit, folks, because I'm uncomfortably close, given how quickly he's going to turn in a minute. Zambi's having a little nibble of his greatcoat. This is what potentially he's going to have to deal with. I do like this gatesman though, actually, even though we saw him yesterday, folks. He's got quite the presence. head turner. Oh, good lord, 1 second. Uh-oh. I think this has probably been pre-arranged, everybody. There is somebody touching the horse. However, he's registered blind. Great that the trooper had noticed straight away. And look at this, the spammers. Look at this, guys, look. The second they spotted that, just because the guy's blind and because he's able to touch the horse, they ran straight over and got right in front. Extraordinary. I'm actually going to say something to them because that really annoys me massively. That should be a moment that's enjoyed from a distance and not actually plastered as in itself an event. Massive respect to the trooper.
Thank you.
Look at this, look at this, look. Okay, you know what? That's annoying me massively. 1 second. Guys, some things should be kept private and not put all over social media. He was blind, did you not notice? He doesn't need your cameras in his face. Have some respect. He's a retired serving officer in the British Army, okay? And you guys are running after sticking your cameras in his face. He's registered blind. Guys, just learn to be respectful here, yeah? Honestly. I'm not going to put their faces on camera, guys, because they're ladies, but my goodness me. Unbelievable. Incredibly rude, and they knew it. Have you seen how red their faces went? They flipping knew it. Absolute idiots. Sorry folks, you know how much that is so disrespectful. You see how after they turn to like make, you know, just because, oh, he's blind and oh, he touched the horse. Oh, we're going to get a, as they call it, they can't even pronounce the word viral. They call it viral video. Morons. Next time I see that, guys, they're all getting owned in the video. My camera will be right in their face. So if any of you idiots are watching this now, that were just filming that, learn to be respectful. It's just not on at all, is it? That's really annoyed me. It was such a good morning until that point. In fact, actually, guys, we're going to make them the subject of today's video. The spamming idiots that just did that to him. So disrespectful. I can't understand the lack of manners some people have. I mean, just is it not? It's not even about whether you are. I have no military connections. I'm not from a military background. It's common decency. It's respect for somebody that is enjoying a very personal moment here at Horseguards. The last thing that you need, it doesn't matter whether he's blind or he can see or can't see, the last thing that he needs and the people with him are people running up, sticking their cameras in his face and plastering it all over social media. Oh, you know, blind man gets to touch the horse. If any of you see that, guys, posted anywhere, please let me know in DMs, etc. Because you heard me tell them, so it means if they post it, they've completely ignored what I said, and if they've ignored what I said, I think they need to have their faces shown very clearly and IDs popped out there for the public. It's funny though, because of the probably 7-8 people that are filming here right now, 4 of us have been filming here a long time. Good as gold, super respectful people. But the new people that have come up these days, they just don't have any manners, they don't have any patience, they don't have any respect. And more importantly, they absolutely always step over the line in terms of what they show. All for what? What, like, you know, a few pounds? I just don't get it. Are they that desperate to eat? that they need to film controversial, private moments and plaster them all over social media. Not forgetting that a hell of a lot of people would not want to be on social media in the first place. Now, you could argue that makes me a hypocrite for filming it, and in some respects I guess it does. However, there's a very fine line between whatever you see being in frame and that being posted, and actively going and sticking your camera in somebody's face and making that, you know, a controversial, or as we'll probably title it, special moment. Goodness gracious me. We'll finish up in the yard, everybody. I knew the positivity wouldn't last, I really did. But there it is. We didn't actually get to see the Chitsman today, however, I'm reasonably certain the Chitsman today was the other boxman yesterday. There he is, as happy as I can get it. I don't want to get his face super clearly, it's not really right to do that. Still plenty of people coming through the tunnel. There's still plenty of people posing with the gatesman. I was kind of wondering actually whether Zambezi would be our closing shot or this end. I think as we haven't even ID'd this horse yet, and I'm not going to try and do so because there are now way too many people milling around. We'll finish up with Zambezi's face. Hopefully as well that little incident would have been broadcast on their live as it happened, and that would serve them right, wouldn't it? Sorry. One second, guys. They're not looking at me and pointing at me. Come on, guys, bring it on. If she has something to say, come and say it. I'm saying if you but you saw my point, yeah? There are certain things here, certain private moments that are not... Hello? I don't, it is public, but what about morals? Okay? You're not even wearing a poppy, for goodness sake. Where's the poppy? Where are your poppies? Oh wait, you haven't got a poppy. Why haven't you got a poppy? Because you couldn't care less that you're filming at a military establishment, okay? It's about respect. If you don't understand respect, you're in the wrong place. Wait, so your justification is that because other people film everything that happens here...
We are just new on YouTube, no? We are new.
Guys, it doesn't matter about being new. It's about respect and common sense and public decency. How many people did you see running forward, sticking their camera pretty much in the blind guy's face? You two, that was it. No one else did. Guys, you do what you want. I'm just trying to help you to understand that there's sometimes you should be respectful of the people that sometimes come here for a private moment.
I know. But last time also you live stream us and you called us midget.
Yeah, that's right. Because you are disrespectful, okay? And if you don't like it, if you don't like
us the film, the clip.
But if you don't like being filmed or put on my channel,
that's
okay?
Racist.
What's racist?
Yeah.
Define racism.
No, you called us midget.
Okay, explain which race is a midget. Which part of the world is a midget race from? Okay. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Race is about ethnicity, my dear. If you want to try and have an argument with me, go back to school, understand about what race means, etc., ethnicity, geography, nationality, then start to be respectful, okay?
You said you live Filipino midget.
Because you are being here and you're being disrespectful. Did you not notice? Keep your voice down. You're in front of a serving soldier. Either talk to me normally at a normal tone of voice or get lost. I'm being respectful. I'm giving my time to talk to you, okay? My friend Jake over there, is Filipino.
The police never tell us like that. You are just the only
because the police are not here to enforce public decency and respect. They're here to make sure that there are no terrorist attacks. You're missing the point, sweetheart. I'm trying to explain to you 500 times that it's not about the line. It's about respecting the privacy of some people that come here and want to enjoy a moment. Did you not see he was
You've been
taken
here
by
for
his
many
carer?
years, and we are just new in this place, okay?
I couldn't care less whether you film or not. It's none of my business. What I'm trying to help you with is common decency and respect. If you can't understand that, I can't help you. Okay? Why do you think there are so many people that do film here and have never had a problem? Because they're respectful. If you don't listen to me, go and speak to Jake, who's Filipino. He will tell you. He's been filming here for years.
Just recording like that. You tell us whether that you yes. You're recording us and you
But guys,
live stream
but
us.
guys, is it not? But is it not? But it's not my function to come over and spend my time having a private chat. Okay. The reason I do it in front of
But you're doing
everybody.
live stream and you call
I'm
us media.
not doing a live stream. I don't live stream here, my dear. I haven't live streamed here more than a year. It's pre-recorded. It's YouTube.
Yeah, no, last
Okay.
time there you recorded us.
I don't live stream. Everything is pre-recorded. Okay, it's pre-recorded. It's not live.
You are in live stream.
Live, but I don't. She doesn't understand. I'm trying to help you here, but if you can't even understand what I'm
You
saying,
can tell us, okay?
I just did tell you. I just did tell you. If you don't want to listen to me, if you want to have a meltdown, an argument, go ahead, have a meltdown, have an argument,
This
okay?
is public, okay?
It might be public, but that doesn't mean you should be disrespectful. Okay? The fact you're not even wearing a poppy tells me all I need to know, that you couldn't care less.
Everyone film all the people who comes here and take whoever is here, blind or
Okay, but as an example, okay, you mentioned Filipinos, so you're Filipino.
Yeah,
If
I
I
am.
went to the Philippines, I would be incredibly respectful of the local culture, of local traditions, of the police, of government officials, okay? The fact that you don't want to do that is not my problem, okay?
but last time you called
So-
us immediate Filipinos, okay?
Because if you're standing here in the line like a bunch of Oompa Loompas from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'm going to make a joke about it because that's what I do in my videos. I joke about it. I joke about everything on my video.
We are not inside the box. Okay.
I didn't say you were inside the box. You know what? Let's end the conversation there, folks. That was today's video. You heard my conversation, all of it. I prefer to leave it unedited, uncut. Why? Because you hear that I tried to explain my side respectfully. Didn't raise my voice, but hey, as I said to you before, and I think a lot of you now understand, these people have no respect, and they can't. I was going to say they can't really discuss it because they're talking at cross purposes. They're accusing me of live streaming, but I'm not. This is pre-recorded, for goodness sake. So I don't understand what they're crying about. But anyway, we'll leave it there. Quite a dramatic ending, everybody. But I think the only point that I would agree with them on is that I probably should have raised it privately, but then I've tried to do that before. And people, as we've seen with those two spammer twins that ran off the Buckingham Palace, they tend to pretend they can't understand or speak English. So I'm just like, why bother? Anyway, guys, a little bit of drama at the end. So overran, but hey, as my ex-wife would tell you, better too long than too short. Ladies and gents, I'm out of here for now. Take care, guys, and be safe tomorrow, wherever you're going to be for Remembrance Day.